Hello there. Welcome to Your Mom's Life Coach. I am glad you're here. I have something really cool to share with you today. A gold nugget that I got from a message that I just heard today, this morning, at a church here in Austin. And it's just one part of it. And even if you're not a churchgoer and you don't go to church, or you miss church, or you're not religious, or and all of the above, any of the above, I think that this nugget is going to really help you in the future to deal with trials that come in your life. Because for me, it was kind of like a light bulb went off in my mind. It was like that thing that, when you hear someone speak, that one thing that like hits you and is like, this is what I need to just remember, right? Because lots of times you hear a speaker and it could be a little, there's a lot in a speech, right? Or a message. And so I just really wanted to come on here today and speak to you about this one takeaway. Okay. So, and I use gold nugget, of course, because gold is incredibly valuable. And actually, in God's word, it says that wisdom is more valuable than gold. So gold is valuable, but then wisdom is even more valuable, way more valuable than gold. It just makes me think of Solomon, right? King Solomon, and how he asked for wisdom, and then he was given wisdom and given riches, gold, and everything that anyone could want, right? Anyway, okay, so are you ready for the nugget? Okay, so when we have hard times, okay, so if you're going through a hard time right now, maybe it's health, maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your marriage, or your relationships with your children, or with friends, or with coworkers, right? Maybe it's the mandates that maybe are threatening your job, right? Maybe it's seeing our country changed and some say taken over by just an agenda or a government that is really set on changing taking away our freedoms, and you're concerned about this trial, right? Well, so the first question that often people come up with in their head when they face the trial is, what am I supposed to do? Right? And if you're a believer in the Creator, you might ask God that, like, God, what am I going to do? God, what am I supposed to do now? Like that's a question I've asked so many times in my life. And that's the first question I ask. And so in this message today, the preacher said that's often the first question that people ask. God, what am I supposed to do now? Right? To do. What am I to do? But he says, actually, that is the last question you should ask. But the first question you should ask, okay, I wish I had drums for a drum roll. But the first question that would be more helpful to ask, I'll say that instead of using the word should, that could be more helpful to ask is, what do I need to know? So the first question when you're facing a trial is not, what should I do? But the first question that to ask God is, what do I need to know? God, what do I need to know here? So you're asking God for truth. So you're asking God for truth. You're asking God for his wisdom, right? What he knows. He's an all-seeing, all-present, past, present, future. He's not on our time. He is omnipresent, omniscient, right? Like all of those. And he sees from up here, right? Like way up here. He sees everything, right? It's like when you zoom out. Is it zoom out? Zoom out on a map, right? Online, right? So you're in and you're close, but then you're like hitting is it the plus? No, minus? I don't know. One of those, right? And you start to see the lay of the land, right? But he sees the whole thing. So when we're facing trials, the first thing we ask God is, God, what do I need to know? And if you sit, be still. So the word says, be still and know that I am God. Be still. There are many times where it says, be still. So I just want to encourage you with this. It was a longer message than that, but this one thing was like, that makes sense. And yes, I heard the whole message, so it made, even gave me a bigger picture of what that looked like. There were actually 4 steps. So, but the first one, when you're facing trials, is asking God, what do I need to know? So I want to encourage you, and I know, I have a feeling that even though I've learned this now, that the first question that's going to pop into my head when a trial comes in my life, whether it be a small one or medium or a big one, is I'm probably going to jump to, what should I do now? Or God, what do I do now? That's going to be my immediate, because it's been a habit, right? But now I have a new thought. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and go, wait a second. That's not the question. That's not the first question. That's later on. The doing is later on. First, I need the knowledge, the wisdom, the truth. Okay, so first I need the truth. So I'm going to change it. So I'm going to get rid of that question. What should I do now? And I'm going to replace it with, God, what do I need to know? And then I'm going to sit still and I'm going to listen. And then I'm going to write it down. And so I want to encourage you with that. I hope that helps someone. I'm done in less than 10 minutes. Have a good evening or morning or day. Talk to you later. Bye.